you're using ChatGPT wrong. So I'm going to walk you through a framework that I teach in my workshops so you can be better than 99% of the other teachers when you want to get great interaction from your ChatGPT. So bookmark this, share it with your friends because this is going to up your game massively. So I teach in the workshops the Risen framework, which was created by Kyle Barmer, and Risen stands for role, instruction, steps, end goal, and narrowing. So because ChatGPT can take on any persona, this is great for everybody in the world, but for you using it as a teacher, you want to specify a role so its output is more in line with what you want. So say, as a biology teacher who teaches IB students aged 17, and then you give it the instruction, which is I. So instruction is the basic prompt task that everybody gives it straight off. But if you rely on that alone, you're going to get boring generic output. So we put the role up front, followed by the instruction, and then we're straight into S, steps. Now just think of it as scaffolding a task for your students. You need to give it a little bit more guidance so it gets to the end point that you have in mind. So scaffold that instruction by giving it a few little prompts like, first, I want you to review this text that I've uploaded. Then I want you to extract the main points. And three, compare it to these IB learning outcomes. And then you're into the end goals, E. So what is the overarching reason that you're interacting with this ChatGPT at the moment? I want you to produce a 5-point test based on this so that I can test my students' understanding of. So you're giving it the end goal. You're showing, again, you can think of it like talking to students. You're showing it a good example of what you're aiming for. And the last part of the framework is N, narrowing. So this is the only one that you do after you've reviewed the output from ChatGPT. So R, I, S, and E are all in your initial prompt, and then afterwards is narrowing. You're looking what it's giving you, is it in line with what you want? So if it's not, then you add more constraints. So you say, I don't like the bullet points, I want it all in paragraphs, or there should be 4 marks available for each question, not 5, for example, and then you give that afterwards. So you employ this, you don't have to use the whole framework in every interaction that you have. So you might just have the R, I, and S, and then you realize it's not great, so you need to add the ends